position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on last year's national champion, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Tennessee's offense is onto the field first today. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They're going to open this drive with a pass. It's complete on the right side. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Looking for a big play. Pulls it in down the sideline. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And on the slant route, I love the location of the throw by the quarterback. He's not making it difficult on his receiver. He's putting the football out in front, hitting his receiver right in the face mask and making it easy for him.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers!
Now, coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did, and they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The LSU Tigers offense has its first opportunity of the day. Going with the ground game left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quick strike complete. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the right. That's caught. It's April. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15.
It's a really nice play there. The thing about this guy, he forces the defense to have to stay disciplined. You just can't take a play off. He reminds me of an old LSU quarterback that I used to play against, Herb Tyler. He was a guy that could hurt you throwing the ball, but he was also shifty and he could extend plays. We had a great defense in Florida, full of NFL. But he just never let you feel comfortable because of his athleticism and his dynamic ability. This guy has a little bit of that, too.
And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To the ground with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll try to get the first through the air. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
When you got the ball on their side of the field on 4th and 1, you are absolutely going to go for it and be aggressive. Am I right?
You are right. You know, some may say the quarterback talked the coach into it, but the quarterback's decision is on 3rd down. If he doesn't get it, 4th down is up to the coach.
And listen, every player wants to go for it. The coach always makes the decision. The players always play.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside give. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like
touchdown LSU! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it to clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up a touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been bumped the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. They're working that left side. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man on the right. And a potentially touchdown-saving tackle made there after the long completion. The Vols want to pick up the tempo. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. Rides the back on the option to give. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. They'll run play action. He's got the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Throws to the wideout. Into the house. Touchdown ball.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Penn State was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans at Beaver Stadium. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been that Happy Valley crowd who leaves happy with the win. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The give. Oh, he's got some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Snap to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let it go. And that one's incomplete. They were just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Final play of the quarter coming. The back and leaves it. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Here's the handoff. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Vols headed quickly to the line.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Gets it to the back.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. The give on the option. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on fourth down. Trying to keep the drive alive. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Going right to work up top. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
This time he's got him. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Snap it to the back. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. The screen, he can go.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Grab near the marker. It's April. They get him down to this offense to set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
LSU lining up 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going for the goal line. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Defenses want to get aggressive. You got to keep them balanced. You got to keep them thinking about something. Just keep that little nugget in their head like, listen, we will run the misdirection. Mess with their eyes a little bit just to keep them up.
That's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Extra point here will tie the game. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
So here is the Tennessee offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got him downfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. And the Volunteers come to the line in the hurry-up. Finds the tight end. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Volunteers are moving quickly down the field. They'll leave it with him.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Right back to the well. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere. He's knocked down behind the line. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Throw to the end zone, picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Running back searching for a hole. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Fires to the middle. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. They'll operate out of split backs. To the air on first down. Looking to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. From the gun. Give on the inside. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's deep.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's recap that ACC matchup that has just gone final. Clemson made it look easy, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit win on the road. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing with these Tigers. Never know what can happen when two good teams face off, but even the most plugged-in ACC fans have to be surprised by this one, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. So he's got it down the left. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. Wants to go up top on first down. Plucks it out of the air.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were. That's why they got the first down.
Got his man on the right. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing, and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Working that left side now. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
4 receivers set, 2 on each side on second and 8. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Frank. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Sings it complete to the right. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Here's a hit. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. The Vols will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Throws for the tight end. Got him, and nobody's close. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Well, you can see the effect that last last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense. Really nice job setting up that shot play to get an explosive.
Breaks into the open. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. He'll take it himself. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers! And that one will put him up here in the 2nd half.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays. Like this, runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Davis. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Vols are in the hurry-up.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
1st and 10 from their own 17. Gives it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's complete. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find it. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. They'll try the run. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And the Volunteers will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and look for room. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll move the tight end. They'll go to the toss. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll send the back in motion. Might be changing the route. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. Complete to the left. There he goes. Out of bounds at the 14, and the big-time offensive play has them set up.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Tigers! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. Michigan left little doubt. You know, this version of the Maize and Blue can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program with multiple national titles. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
That's a pretty impressive throw, man. That's given me Peyton Manning to Peerless Price memories back when I was watching them, playing against them in college. That was a thing of beauty right there. There's a nice chemistry that this quarterback has with this group of wide receivers, and you see that in the timing of these throws.
The Volunteers in the hurry-up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Give to the single back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. The run from the shotgun. Powers through the defender. They'll knock him down right at the 35-yard line. Still a lot of ground to cover to get to the first down marker. The Vols will call on their punt team. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Found a little space. He'll pick up 6 of the 14 as they have room to operate.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
And that's a good second down run. Commit to the running game, run the football, great gain, great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
Looking for space. It's Owens. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Now on the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
Third down for the offense after recovering their own fumble. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He's got it on the left. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. It's complete to the right. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Under fire. They're setting up the screen. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business. So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. Got his man quickly. Touchdown LSU! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here is the Tennessee offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. He leaves it with his back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
Now the play fake. Wide open downfield. Turning it on. Still on his feet. Just dismissing tackles. He just brought some serious energy making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Pulls and throws off the RPO. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Gives it on the option. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Vols will hustle to the line. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Gives it to the back on the draw. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. There is no point in a field goal here, so the offense stays on the field on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He wants it all. Touchdown, Volunteers! Quick strike through the air for the score. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? You peek in the backfield, and you lose the big thing. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost him recently.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Hits him inside the 20, still going. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
And offense has practiced the situation. This is 4-minute offense. You've got the lead late in the game. They're trying to bleed the clock and just get first downs. They do that, they stay in bounds, and the clock keeps ticking.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. He'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff them the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Direct snap. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, LSU. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Miami had a dominant win, the kind the folks in South Florida were used to in 2001 when Ken Dorsey, Clinton Portis, and Jeremy Shockey led the Canes to a national title. Talk about a special team. We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. The play fake on 1st down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, running back gets the gift. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Volunteers moving quickly to the line. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
Great place to start for this offense. The give to the tailback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes the catch. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it. They should be able to kneel this one out. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And they'll take a knee on 4th down, happy with their performance so far, and they'll turn it over in the waning moments. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.